Welcome back, everyone, to the Metal Gear Solid 5 Any% tutorial aimed at the beginner. We've just finished episode 4. We're going to go back to the ACC, and the ACC is going to be very handy because it'll let us go back into the chopper, and it'll also let us quickly develop and equip new items that we need for the run. So in this particular development, we're going to develop the sniper rifle, the smoke grenades, which it's not going to let us actually equip real quick. That's okay, and then the C4, which it will let us equip. And we're going to chopper skip our way down to mission 3. We're going to drop at 1800. This is important because your target changes his position based on what time of day it is. So when you pick 1800, it's night, and he's in a very convenient window. Just ripe for the sniping. One thing I don't think I mentioned in part 1 of this is when you chopper skip, you're going to want to checkpoint every single time. That's my fault. So you want to do your chopper skip and then immediately checkpoint. This will put D-Horse on the ground because the game is still going to process as if you're on the chopper, which means D-Horse is not on the ground. Not good. We want D-Horse on the ground. We don't need to wait for that. And the idea is to just run to a specific spot. I'm not going to get off D-Horse for this mission, but you can if you feel more comfortable. I like to set up on the rocks sometimes, if I feel my aim is a little bit off that day. And it happens from time to time. Takes 2 shots to kill him, so you want to make sure that you aim carefully. You can headshot him, but it's just a pain in the butt to set all that up. And you're just in view of him. Boom. Right through that window. And he's going to go down, so you're going to have to wait for him to get back up, and boom. 2 quick shots, mission complete. Kaz is just kind of like, oh, you knew where he was. Cool. Yeah, target eliminated.
No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
And that's mission 3.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright
And
crowded.
there's going to be a lot of Kaz and Ocelot talking to you. These are not important. I'm going to cut these as much as I can. If I have something else to explain during them, obviously I'll use that time to give my explanation. But now we're done with mission 4. We can get on with plot, quote unquote, and begin mission 6. Mission 6 is actually the longest traverse in the game, no matter what we seem to do. Chopper skip is going to put us on the other side of the map from where we are supposed to be. And it's just a long traverse all the way through the Soviet relay base and then into the caves. So gonna be a long one. So strap in, make sure you've got your trail mix, your water, and your hot coffee to keep you awake on that nice road trip. In the meantime, back to the ACC we go. And just gonna immediately chopper skip into
Please select a mission.
mission 6 here. I guess I should explain the reasoning behind those 2 missions. They don't, at least on the radar the game gives you, they don't properly have, landing zones. And the game processes it oddly when you pick a mission that does. So it just kind of, here you go. Where do bees sleep? I don't know, but Kaz is going to tell you, hey, there's a photo of the honeybee on your iDroid. It is the most useless photograph I have ever seen in a video game. This is just a picture of a box on a pallet. Nothing else. It's not useful in any way. So, like I said, just make sure you're ready for this long traverse on D-Horse, because you're not used to how he behaves. You're going to get stuck on rocks, frustrated with D-Horse, and maybe even swear at him a time or 2. I know I have. And we are going to make a quick pit stop in the Soviet relay base. And we're going to grab some common metals that are at the bottom of the hill here. And the reason for that is it's going to allow us to develop an extra chopper later, which has better armor. And it's faster to call down. So that's going to save us a touch of time on missions where we're just going to call the chopper down instead of calling it cigaring it the entire time. Ooh, landed on the table. Sweet. The D-Horse also went way over there. Not worth, in my mind. Yep, that's cool, cause we're just gonna go. The D-Horse has this really cool property of teleportation, right? We're gonna climb up this hill, or this cliff rather. We're gonna go up this hill. And D-Horse is going to be called. And just, I don't know, man. He just teleported up here, I swear. How'd you get over there, buddy? You want to make sure you're all a little bit more to the right than you'd like. There's a searchlight behind us that can see us if we're too far to the left.
Extraction arrived at the base.
Typically, it's no big deal, or you can just hide and gallop right past it. Just more traversing. The length of these missions, and a lot of the time, you're just going to see me drop at 1800. 1800's just usually more convenient. In my opinion, this is probably one of the more boring missions. Not a lot to talk about. There's not a lot to do. You're just going from one side of the map, grabbing some metals, going to the other side of the map, listening to Ocelot tell us about this enemy gunship that a single burst from its machine gun can cut a man in half, that we should tread carefully around it. It doesn't ever see you. Most of the time, I have been spotted by it once or twice, and I forget why that happened exactly. We're definitely going to want to hide here, because these guards can't see us due to this light. He noticed D-Horse at the very least, and then D-Horse kind of said, nah, we're not here. One thing you really want to be careful about here is that you're going to ride D-Horse through the caves. If you fall off D-Horse, you do not want to call him. The game does not think D-Horse is supposed to be in the caves, so it will spawn him outside the cave, and then you just won't have access to D-Horse to ride out. Is it a big deal? No. Is it irritating a little bit? Oh yeah. I'm going to kill this guy because he's a pain. Don't want him to alert me quite yet. I'm just not a fan of that early alert and getting destroyed. I'm just going to ride D-Horse all the way down here. And get off. And he ran into the room. That's a pain. Just because it's awkward to get out. And grab the honeybee, which is behind this crate. Just run straight back and run straight back up.
You just need to bring it back. Call the chopper from your iDroid. You are not to use the
We're going to ride out the same way we came in and then trigger the skull fight here. There's a couple of ways to fight the skulls. You can use grenades, or you can use the honeybee, obviously. The honeybee is a little bit more user-friendly. But if you're more comfortable with grenades, go right ahead. You want to turn just a hair so that you're facing this direction, and they will spawn right in front of you. We're just going to open fire on these guys, and they should all just die. This one, he said, no thank you, I don't want to die today. Except I said, die today. Oh man. Stubborn little guy, isn't he?
You took down the skulls.
And we're going to take out the anti-air radar, which is important, because it will open up a landing zone right here in front of us. And we're going to cigar buffer and open the iDroid real quick. And just like that, there's our way out of here. And as soon as you get on the chopper, that's it, you're out of the hot zone. Mission complete. And I think that is the longest mission in the game besides 28. I don't know. Time will tell when I check the timing on these recordings, but
Mission complete.
that's mission 6. So that opens up missions 7 through 10. And we're going to do mission 10 first. What that's going to do when we finish mission 10 is start the development of the medical platform. And the medical platform is our ticket to the skip that we're about to do. We're going to skip quiet and just go straight for Huey.
Beforehand will help you carry out missions more smoothly. We may also learn
With some shenanigans that the game just does not seem to care about.
to assigning staff to the intel team. There might be guys already assigned to other teams.
But,
who are more
I'll
suited
go
to
over the
intel team.
big details
Go
of,
ahead and reassign them as you see
why
fit.
that is when we get there. But in the meantime, we're going to do mission 10 here. Mission 10 is going to be the first one I do that is not going to be the same strategy I learned. It's actually going to be something that I have found over time to be just a touch easier, but we're still going to chopper skip and we're going to drop it 600 after we equip our smoke grenades here, which often forgetful. I understand if you do, or I do. I do that from time to time, but we're going to drop at 0600. And it doesn't matter which time we drop at, it's going to put us in the same spot regardless. So the first thing we're going to do is checkpoint when we get in here. And checkpointing puts D-Horse on the ground.
Your mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khatib Palace.
The checkpoint, we're going to call the chopper to that specific landing zone, and we're going to run. By the time we get to Malik and get our butt over there, we will be good. So if you do this right, the only thing you should need is the smoke grenades. You won't need any other weapon. And since Pequod is so slow, we can take our time. We're going to do another glitch that involves a smoke grenade and a moving vehicle. If you throw the smoke grenade into the Jeep and just get in, for some reason the enemies don't see you, even though the smoke is trailing behind you. It's quite hilarious. It's one of those things that got carried over from Ground Zero and patched out after this version. So we're going to go this way. If you want to hide through here, that way this guard doesn't see you and they don't kill Malik, get off D-Horse here. You're going to want to dolphin dive. You don't want this guard to see you. You're going to throw this right in front of the tank, but also enough to irritate this guard so that he turns around and runs. Dolphin dive. If you hear Snake cough, you are inside the smoke, which means you're good. Throw it in the Jeep. That way they won't see you on your escape. Pequod is there, and we're getting out of here. If you don't want to kill them, just equip the night vision goggles and go around them. But this mission's pretty easy.
Then carry the target to it.
You can't fault and extract Malik because he's injured and hungry. He's not been treated well by the Russians, so. No, Pequod, there is not an obstruction at the LZ. You can land just fine. You don't even touch the ground, so I don't understand why the Jeep that could very clearly go underneath you is prohibiting you from being there, but, whatever. This does absolutely nothing. I do it for fun.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance.
Alright, and that was mission 10. So now we're going to have Kaz tell us about the medical platform and how blah, 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 blah. He's going to put up the resources, so it's not going to cost us a thing. But anyway, we'll explain what we're doing next in the next part.